Good morning. We are doing Uddhava Gita, the last message of Shri Krishna. This is chapter 5. The starting verse is 22 onwards. We had done the previous verses which gave us an idea about how an average human being is functioning in this world. Now today onwards, that is what we are going to do is we are going to get an idea of what happens after he dies. When he goes to heaven, what happens? So let us see from here. We are doing Uddhava Gita, the last message of Shri Krishna, chapter 5, verse 22. If duty is properly performed and is unimpeded by obstacles, then one attains to heavenly spheres through it. Listen also how it happens. So this is verse 22. Now Shri Krishna is explaining this to his dear disciple Uddhava. Like I said, the person who has led a very normal lifestyle on earth and he has now died. So what happens to this person? We are saying over here, if duty is performed. See, in this material world, we have a lot of duties to perform. What are the duties to perform? The duties are to perform for the state, for your country, for the place that you are staying, that is the city that you are staying, plus your near and dear ones, the families, friends, relatives, companies that you are working for, people that you are in association with, so on and so forth. Now, you are a very good citizen, very good person. You have done all the duties that are supposed to be done. That means you have never evaded taxes. For the most important part is you have never evaded taxes. You have had a straightforward lifestyle. You have never seen left, right. You have never strayed outside in your life. You have been a very honest citizen and an honest husband or a wife, an honest, son, daughter, whoever. Assume that you have been something like that and now that you are dead. So what happens to you? If you have to ask me in today's day and age, I don't think there is a single person who can qualify for this because qualification has gone out of the window for this. Everybody is doing something or the other which is going to be against this particular thing. So, but assume, okay, we have to make a lot of assumptions. Assume that the person is very conscientious, he has done his duties and there are no obstacles in his life, by the way, which is another very rarity, because if you find somebody who has no obstacles in his life, that means, okay, he doesn't exist on this planet Earth at least. So let us see what happens to this kind of a person. So verse 23 says, the man of sacrifices goes to heaven, worshipping the gods through sacrifice here below. Like a god, he enjoys these celestial pleasures which he has himself acquired. Now we will continue with verse 24. 24, 25 and 26. I think we should take all this in conjunction. In the aerial car acquired by his own good actions, he enjoys dressed in a beautiful attire in the company of nymphs and is utilized by Gandharvas. Okay. Dallying with women, with a car decked with little bells, he goes to any place desired. He is happy in the gardens of the gods and thinks not of his fall. He enjoys, that is verse 26 says, he enjoys in heaven till the merits of his good deeds are exhausted. Then on the expiry of his merit, he falls down against his will, being propelled by time. Now, I have read about 4 verses for you to understand what actually happens. This is a very vivid description in which he goes. Alright? Just think, he is dead. This person is dead. And now he is dead. There are celestial cars coming to get him. Not the Tesla which got destroyed, okay? Nothing like that. This one is an open celestial car and it is flying on its own. Okay, it's an autonomous vehicle which can go anywhere or wherever you want to. You just have to will it and it will go over there. Something like that. Think of that kind of a vehicle. And by the way, like you have in Emirates and all these great airlines, there are some good air hostesses who will come and serve you food and this and that. They call celestial nymphs, Think like that. This is a very concocted version of how man thinks. You see, now what Krishna is saying is just think like this. This is what is happening. So there are some beautiful hostesses and there are, by the way, musicians also. Gandharvas are sitting over there playing all kinds of beautiful instruments and somebody is singing away to glory. Okay? And is entertaining you. So the person goes to this kind of a heaven, he has worshipped the gods. All our family people, I'm sure, everybody says, my mother and my father, they have been very devoted to gods. For every function, every celebration, every kind of a festival, they have gone to the temple, they have gone to the churches, they have prayed very nicely and they have said, God, please take me to your great heaven. And they have prayed very nicely, by the way, okay? And they have done all the sacrifices possible. Think about it. My mother was such a great person, you see. She did every sacrifice. She attended to all the whims of my father and the children. Oh, of course, you have heard this before. And the father, very conscientious, very diligent person. He used to go to work in the morning and come back in the evening and he paid all taxes and he was a very, very honest person. Plus he gave us whatever we asked for, attended to all our needs. Have we heard this before? Yes, of course. Every person on this planet Earth will, want to praise and visualize his own parents, saying that they are the greatest thing on planet Earth. And then now you are dead, by the way. We are not talking about your parents. We are talking about you being dead. Okay, what is it that you have done? You have been a very honest, very nice, all that thing which your parents were, you are also like that. And you have done all kinds of sacrifices in this world. You have gone to the temples and places of worship and you have given charity, blah, blah, all those kind of things. Now you are being taken to this heaven in a beautiful car. Now car is a flying car, okay. Heaven is somewhere else, so flying car. And it goes automatic. It doesn't require fuel. So fuel prices do not matter for this kind of a car. So the car is going and you are being served. Okay. The best career in the world, the best this, the best that, everything is at your, and you can just, press the button and say, oh, I want this particular bottle from there. Okay, you got it. The heavenly stewards are going to be attending to you. This is what he's talking about. All the celestial pleasures are there and all these gods in the heaven, they are very kind to you. So, in the aerial car, acquired by own good actions. By the way, you see, when you go and order a car in any of these travel agencies, I'm sure you will get one of the lousiest car available. Okay, either this is not working or that is not working, it is crashed here or something has happened to it. And, just in the middle of nowhere, it is going to give up on you also. No, this car is depending on your goodwill. You are a great person. See, you have done some great things in the world. So you will get the best limo possible. Limo because you have to accommodate other people also, no? All your stewards and stewardesses and everybody. They also have to be there sitting in the car. Yeah, big kitchen also, right? It reminds me of the new Airbus, 380 being introduced today or yesterday, that is by Emirates. It has got executive class, first class, this, and yeah, of course you can get seats which will slid in and go to sleep also, all those kind of things, yeah. So too much. So imagine that kind. And this, everybody is dressed in beautiful attire, designer clothes. The heavenly designers have designed the clothes for these great creatures. Now think, what are they talking about? First, you are getting an entry into a place called the heaven. And the entry itself is such a grand one. Imagine your parents are going to this kind of a place. Alright, now you are going. Next. Dallying with women. I don't understand this kind of, those who are against all this kind of a thing, they'll say, this is what you're talking about? Just now only we cancelled the Victoria's Secret show. You're not supposed to see the Victoria's Secret show. And you're talking about women serving? Sorry, I can't do this. Okay, fine. Okay, they may be robots who may be looking good. Okay, sorry. Let us take it from there. Good looking robots who are there. Okay, and they may not be women. Alright? Something else. Some other heavenly creatures. So let us think like that. Then they will take you, by the way, they have bells and this and that, and they are dressed very nicely, and they will take you to the place that desired. What is it that you desired in this world? I want to go to heaven. Even the best of the scriptures will tell you this, that you want to go to heaven. So pray to this God, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. All our scriptures are filled with it. Our scriptures means not this kind of scriptures like Vedas and all. I am talking of even Bibles of this world. Alright? Jannat jaoge. I mean Jannat. Beautiful place. Heavens. What? The heavens of the gods. What these heavens of the gods are? So these heavens of the gods, there also you will get an entry. Yeah. Welcome drink is also there. Don't worry. There is a welcome drink. There is somebody who is going to take your luggage. Okay, they'll escort you to a beautiful presidential suite. The hotel has all presidential suites, okay? This heavenly hotel has got all presidential suites. You can call for your butler also. Butlers are very rare to get nowadays. But you can call for your personal butler and everybody. And these gods are serving you, by the way. They're all gods and goddesses. They are serving you. You enjoy the merits of the good deeds. How many good deeds can you do in, say, 70 or 80 years of your life? Now think about it. 1 million good deeds equivalent to 1 million minutes of your stay. That's it. After 1 million units, the minutes of your stay, they're going to show you the door. By the way, no celestial car is there. The security will be escorting you to the door and throwing you out along with your luggage, whatever that you came with. Say, get out of this place. Get lost. There is no celestial car outside. Okay, your Uber is gone. Your Hertz is gone. Nobody is there to welcome you also now. Sir, where do you want to go? No. There is one person who is waiting over there saying, okay, I'm going to take you to hell or whichever place that is destined for you. This is the problem. Then on the expiry of merit, he falls down against his will, being propelled by time. There is no will over there. You cannot say, you still owe me another 10 more minutes. Sir, by the time you are arguing, your 10 minutes are also over. Okay, so no 10 more minutes also. No 1 hour also. Nothing. There is no argumentation. Okay, you can't argue. What happens to you? You're just picked up like this. Outside, get out. So the heaven, now this is something which you should know. The heaven is like a 7-star hotel. Okay. So don't ever want a heaven. Please do not even wish for a heaven of any god whatsoever. Because this God who is taking you to his heaven is going to treat you nicely till the point that you are good enough. And the point that you have started, your term is over, you are being chucked out of it against your will. Who has written this book? This is the Bhagavatam. Okay? The Bhagavatam is being recited to the great person, okay, Parikshit, by Sukdev. And who is saying these words to whom? Krishna is saying these words to Uddhava. So please understand, Krishna is the boss of the super heaven, okay? And he is actually telling you, don't even dare ask for a heaven from any god. You are going to get into big trouble. And you have done some good deeds? What bullshit are you talking? No good deeds. Your good deeds are only going to buy you 5 minutes of heaven. And 5 minutes of heaven is not worth it, I tell you. It is like the joy rides that you get. You see, or when you go to all these Disney worlds and all, you get that 3 minute or 2 minute ride for which you have to stand in the queue for 2 hours. By the time your number comes, and you might have bought 20 rides. Think about it. You might have bought 20 rides or you are getting 40 rides free. Just imagine. And you can only attend to 3 or 4 because there is so much queue. It is exactly like that. You're going to feel miserable. So going to heaven is a miserable thing. It is not something to be enjoyed. Now, then on the expiry of the merit, he falls down against his will, being propelled by time. Your time is up, sir. Get out. There is no entry for you after that point. Got it? So now we will proceed further. We are doing Uddhava Gita, chapter 5, verse 27 and 28. Which says, or if he, owing to the company of wicked people, is addicted to sin, if he is not a master of his senses, is lustful, servile, avaricious, under the sway of women, causing injury to beings, if he slaughters animals against the sanction of scriptures, and worships ghosts and demons, then he goes helpless to various hells and enters dreadfully tamasika bodies. I told you in the beginning that there is no person who can categorically fall into the heavens. The person doesn't exist. By the way, heavens are what, heavens are like those big malls in United States and other countries which have closed down. They have closed down actually. No customer there. The heavens do not have customers anymore. Why? Because people are like this. They do all kinds of sins. They do all kinds of wrongdoings. There is nobody in this world who is such a great person that he has not committed any sin. So here we have somebody who is a wicked person. A wicked person is somebody who has done something wrong, by the way. He is not a master of his senses. He's got wandering eyes. He likes to snoop around, hear people talk. I want to hear what they are saying. He wants to take secret pleasures. Okay, smokes, drinks, womanizes, does whatever kind of thing. Womanizes also mean menizes, okay? not just womanize. Because women are also interested in men. So we can take it like that also. It's gender free, alright? Everybody is allowed in this. Because anyway, everybody is going to hell. Go to hell, they say, so everybody is welcome to a big board outside. Okay, renovated board now. It is renovated with all the lights from China. Okay, all the, every year they introduce decorations from China. You know that or don't know that? This year I see that they have come up with a lantern, which is a lantern, by the way, which is LED lit. The full lantern is lit by LEDs. Okay, so yeah. Alright. So now let us continue further. So he is not a master of his senses, is lustful, servile. he is lustful. Chitti, the video has stopped? I don't think so. Can you just write to the person? It's not stopped, no?
I don't know about Hangout.
Huh?
I don't know about Hangout.
Hangout, it seems, has stopped or something. No, Priya is there. Priya can say, Priya says she can see me. I think Susan's video must have dropped out. So just send her a message. It's working, yeah. No, it's working, correct? Alright. So we are talking about this person who is lustful. Lustful. I don't have to tell you about lust. Then I don't have to tell you about servile. Servile means what? Servile means a person who is serving. Somebody's servant. Either the person is a servant of his own wife or husband, is a servant of his children, is a servant in the house, is a servant in the company, is serving the boss, or is serving the country, or whoever it might be serving. The person is serving somebody, so he is servile. Servile, a person who serves another person. That person is also going to hell, by the way. Yeah. That is the entry, no? You get a tick, a visa for hell. Tick, at the gate of the moment you die, the visa is stamped. Alright? So, good. Person is always envying others. This person has got more, that person has got more. I didn't get this. You have given this to this person, you have not given this to me. They talk to gods and they talk to people like this. They will say, oh, Bill Gates has got so much, Elon Musk has got so much, I didn't get this. Or my neighbor, they have bought some fancy car, I didn't get it. Such kind of thing also gives you direct entry into hell. So don't ever compare to another person. That is what he says. Under the sway of people, whoever, the women, men, whoever, they are under the sway of them. Just now I explained to you. Lustful and all that. And causing injuries to beings. Now, injuries doesn't only mean physical injuries. Physical injuries means cutting off these, that, murder, whatever. No. Even otherwise, mental injuries are also injuries. Knowingly or unknowingly. The person may know that you are causing injury, or the person may not even know that you are causing injury. Backstabbing a person, talking back, saying some bad words about another person, direct entry to hell, by the way. Okay? No respite over there also. So never talk back about another person. Let that other person be whichever way they are. They may be talking bad nonsense, or they may be the villains in your life. You should never speak bad about them. If he does animal slaughter, that person worships ghosts and demons. I think we know there are lots of people who worship ghosts and demons. They are worshippers of the devil also. So, there are lots of worshippers of the devil. They say, hey, we don't want gods, we want to go to hell. Okay. He goes helpless to various hells and enters dreadfully tamasic bodies. Now, what happens to this person after his entry in hell is finished? That means all the bad deeds have been accounted for. Tick, 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 tick. Okay. Just like in heaven, all the good deeds have been accounted for. Okay, 1700 hours of good deeds finished in heavens, and maybe 2000 hours of hell is finished. Okay. Now, even the devil is not pleased with you, because you cannot occupy the suite for longer duration. So he is also going to throw you out. But this time when he throws you out, you are going to go into lesser bodies. Lesser bodies means earlier you might have been a human being. Now you are going to become some animal, some bird, some creature. Maybe you will become a worm, Who knows, you may become an ant, something like that. You got the point? You got the gist of it? It only says that you are going to become somebody like that. That is lesser bodies. We are doing verse 29 from chapter 5. Doing through those bodies deeds that but in result in grief, they again get new bodies. What happiness comes to mortals in this process? Now think about what he's saying. He says, you are anyway going to do deeds. You are going to repay. You are like the person who has entered the body and is repaying right from the beginning of their time when you are born till you die. Aren't there many people who are doing this? They are working very hard, paying all the debts possible to every person, from their parents onwards to the society, to their husbands, wives, children, this, that. You know that, no? They are paying, all this thing is getting paid. So such person, he is going to do this kind of a thing. And when that is done, this time gets over too. The heavenly spheres and the lords of the sphere who live up to a cycle have apprehensions from me. Even Brahma, who has longevity of 2 Pardas, has to be afraid of me. Now this is a line which is verse 30 from the Uddhava Gita, where Krishna is saying that the people who run the hells and the people who run the heavens are run by the gods. Which god? From Brahma, Indra, Shiva, Vishnu, all these gods are running the heavens, isn't it? They have their own heavens. They are running their heavens. Similarly, the hell is being run by various other departmental heads, okay, general managers of hell. There are some of us who are actually qualified to be the general manager of hell. You will get direct boss's position. Of course, you get boss's position because you have done all kinds of stuff. Alright, so what happens is, all these people, they are afraid of Krishna. Please understand this statement very, very carefully. You see, you are doing service to mankind. You are, say, Brahmaji, you are doing service to mankind. Can you be unfair? No. Can you say, I'll give him an extra 10 minutes in heaven? No. So you cannot be partial. And there are no special passes over there, okay, issued to this, okay, he is granted another 10, he has given me 10 lakh rupees, okay, 1 million, and so I have to grant him another half an hour extra. So no half an hour extra. And this is not a massage parlor. Like, can I get another half an hour extra? No half an hour extra, no 10 minutes, no 5 minutes also. Yeah, Ganti, your bell is ringing over there, get out. Finished. I mean, just imagine it is like that. So all these people, all the denizens of whichever heaven they are also afraid of Krishna. No partiality, nothing. This thing called fear is a very, very beautiful thing. Why should somebody be afraid of the Father in heaven? Why should somebody be afraid of Krishna? It is not that he is putting fear in these people. He doesn't appear with 2 teeth like a Dracula kind of a person. Krishna doesn't do that. Okay, he's a very nice, genial guy. He doesn't say any words which is going to say, okay, no, he's not like that. He is not like a villain in this whole piece, but it is the authority that is there in him. The authority, who he is more than enough. And this authority makes everybody afraid. So please understand this. If you are in a dictatorial country and if you have a dictator at the head, you better be afraid of him, isn't it? The dictator may be a very nice, kind person, but you better be afraid because he's a dictator. So this is the way. So Krishna is not actually a bad guy over here, but people are just afraid of that terminology called, oh, he's the boss of everything. So the verse 31 says, the organs create actions and the gunas direct the organs. And this jiva experiences the fruit of actions being mixed up with the organs, etc. So now we are going backwards to why this happens to a person. All the comedy is over just now. Alright? So now we are going to become a little serious in trying to understand what is this and why are we talking about going to heaven or going to hell. You need to know that, isn't it? Why do you want to enjoy the heaven supposedly and why you want to be roasting in hell? You would want to know that. How does that happen to an individual? So he says, this is the verse which will start off to tell you how this works. The organs create action. What are the organs? The organs of action are there and the senses are there. The senses create action. Now, what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you touch, okay? And the organs of action, what you speak, alright? You know, the speech is one of the organs. Do you remember that? What you work with your hands, where you walk, where you kick somebody or where you walk around, where you use your anus or you use your genitals, they all create action. Everything, all these 10 create action. Do you think there is a 11th one also? Yes, of course, there is a 11th one also called the mind. Also, this mind is a very invisible character, but yet he performs action. So we are going to discuss that. The actions performed by the organs. You may say, I overheard. I was not in the vicinity, but yet I overheard. The answer is, your ears have heard it. There is no way in which you can get out of it. By mistake, you have drunk a little bit of whatever that you wish to. You have smoked something unknowingly, of course, unknowingly. You have this great, everybody has this great habit of saying, unknowingly, I did not know I was doing, I did not see I was seeing. Okay, you didn't see you were seeing? How funny is that? You saw it with your eyes and yet you are saying, I did not see. There is no mistake there, by the way, okay? It is not called a mistake. Because heavens don't have a system called mistakes section, okay? Mistakes, please go for, okay, let us do once again. Go to the, some kind of place where, okay, they will rectify. Nothing like that. If you have heard, if you have seen, now organs of action, some kind of sexual acts, some kind of acts with other organs, whatever that you have spoken, even by mistake. Understand? There is no recourse for anything that you speak. There are no mistakes in this world. Krishna is very clear. Please do not do this kind of a thing. Not even by mistake. Please remember this. I have told you a story of Bhishma Pitama where he puts that particular creature on the side as a good thing. He is trying to do a good deed. But the good deed turns into bad. Because he falls on a cacti. You may say whatever good stuff that you think you are doing. But if whatever you speak, even by mistake, that is also accounted for. It is a live recording. Facebook, Twitter, like that, the God is having live recording going on. They cannot, oh, sorry, we'll have another take. There is no another take just now, boss. Okay, your live recording is going on. And all these mistakes also are accounted for. So don't make mistake even by mistake. No mistake by mistake also. So all these actions are accounted for. The organs, they create action and the gunas direct the action. Now, how the gunas direct the action? These gunas are very strange creatures. You may see one object, and the object can create an action inside of you. Alright? Now, I was giving an example yesterday. I will repeat the same example. Somebody had come, so I was giving him an example. A young boy. So I told him, okay, you are going out with your girlfriend. Alright? Now, when you are going out with your girlfriend, you have already seen her Facebook page and all that. I'm sure, Sneakily also, at least you have seen. Right? Very good. So let us say, you see a guy coming in front and he's doing like this. Immediately your knuckles are raised, You say, this guy, I've seen him go and like everything on his Facebook page. He's a villain in my life. He's come to take away my girlfriend. So immediately you have ill will against the person. Now how did that ill will come? Because your mind is reacting. Without knowing, you have created a judgment on a person. You are judgmental by just looking, hearing, touching, feeling. Your organs have started acting or your mind has reacted and you have made a judgment about the person. Is the judgment right or wrong? It's a judgment. You are anyway going to hell. Okay, let me tell you further. And suddenly, the person comes and says, hi, how are you and all that. And then your girlfriend says to you, he is my brother. Ah, he's your brother. Yeah, he ties a Rakhi, He's a Rakhi brother of mine. And immediately all the pain that you had in your mind suddenly goes away. Ah, I'm so happy. I don't have, a competition. Because anyway, this girl is not going to get married to her brother. so immediately mind says, oh, I was so judgmental, I should not have done this kind of a thing. So it is a wrong judgment. But boss, it got recorded. It's going live, remember? So somebody is watching your recording somewhere. It got recorded. You can go and say sorry to the person also. No sorry on this planet Earth can ever take back the arrow which has been shot. You see, you have shot an arrow of saying something bad about the person, thinking bad about that person. That arrow has been shot. You can never retrieve the arrow by saying sorry. So please understand something. When I tell everybody in my world, be your good self, because you are driven by your gunas. You cannot say, this is my nature, I get angry because it is my nature. Start controlling your nature. There is no recourse to what you do. When your actions are directed by your gunas, the gunas are making you fall down. Please remember this. There are no exceptions. Do you remember the previous verse where I said, no Brahmaji, no Vishnu, no Shiva, nobody can make an exception because they are all afraid. So even if you say, I am sorry, I made a mistake, the mistake is also accounted for. Even your sorry is accounted for. So kindly do not do this. And this jiva experiences the fruit of this action being mixed up with the organs. Because you are driven by your nature, by the sensory organs and the organs of action, you are going to go into trouble. That is the reason why I always tell my students, can you shut up and be silent? You see, not only this mouth, but your mind also. When the mind is surrendered at feet of God, there is no question of the mind talking back. When you have surrendered your mouth to beautiful songs of Krishna or God, then there is no question of your mouth bad mouthing a person or thinking something different. Correct? This is the way out of the situation, but human beings do not understand this. They will say whatever that comes to their mind, they will do whatever that happens to them. And every action is recorded. And this is the truth which you need to understand. Every action is recorded. There are no exceptions, no sorries allowed, no saying, I apologize to you, no apology accepted, no apologies are going to get accepted anywhere. People think that, that I will do some good deeds and the apology will be accepted. Sorry, there is no such thing as good deeds. You are not doing anybody a favor. Some people have this habit of saying, I did good. You see, after I did bad to the person, after thinking bad about a person, I brought a person a very nice gift for that person. You see, I bought a Cadbury chocolate. I gave 2 tight slaps to my son and then I brought a Cadbury chocolate for him. That action was recorded. A Cadbury chocolate or a chocolate is not going to be of any use to that person, because any which way you are going to hell. Your ticket is already cut. A visa is stamped already over there. This is a dreadful situation that you have brought yourself into. Some people think that they are very good and they have got an entry to heaven just because they are with their guru. See, some people have this very strange idea that my guru is going to take care of me. I'm sorry, there is some very big mistake there. The mistake is something which I will read it out to you. This is a verse from the same book. And I'm going to read the verse to you. Krishna says these words. Until he has realized Brahma, until the person has reached the state of realization, he should serve the teacher. Remember, we are talking about a guru. He should serve the teacher like me. Serving a teacher exactly like you are serving Krishna, with care and devotion, having faith in him. Not a single doubt should be, and never carping at him. Carping means saying bad words, even by mistake. You are not allowed to say even one bad word, or by mistake this happened, or because of my nature this happened. You are not allowed. People have this thinking that they will go to heaven of Krishna just because they can, just because they are close to Krishna. Even Radha or even all the gopis cannot go to heaven directly. There is no direct entry. Service to the Guru and the God until he has realized Brahma. Till you have become self-realized, there is no way in which you can enter. And then also, if you have said anything wrong or bad against the Guru, argued with him, carping, and have had showed no faith, or even 99% faith and 1% no faith, there is no way in which you can reach the heavens of Goloka also. And this is a verse from the Uddhava Gita as well as from the Bhagavatam. Please remember this verse very carefully. So there are no exceptions in this case. Absolutely no exceptions. We have to be good. And that is the reason why I conjuncted that verse with another verse for you to understand what I am saying is the right thing. There is no partiality. There is no special entry. There is nothing like that. So, whatever fruits of action that you do, even with the mind, you have to pay for it. So now think about what I say every time. Be your good self. Be kind. Be compassionate. Be loving. Be caring. Be the best version of yourself. You be good. It is a terrible thing, you may say, why are we doing like this? But you see, if this is not done, you can never reach the perfection that is required. If you want to be with Krishna, then you better be perfect like him, isn't it? Why would you want an imperfection? I hope you have understood what I said. So I am going to stop at this verse 31. Tomorrow we will do verse 32 onwards. Alright? So I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Take care. Have a nice day.